Go-Kart Pro 2. This is also pretty much getting launched at the same time. This is a couple of weeks ahead of the scooter. This is our first 3-in-1 product for a go-kart. We've already had 2 previous versions. The difference with this version is you can actually use it as a game controller. So it's an indoor-outdoor product. So if it's raining, you can bring it indoors, play your Mario Kart or your GT3, whatever game you want to play on your Xbox or your Switch or your PlayStation. Sunny, you can take it out and use it as an actual go-kart. It goes up to 45 kilometers an hour. It actually has gear levers if you prefer to do a manual version as opposed to an automatic, so you can change gears. What it also has is a third product in it. When you actually unstrap it at the back of these 2 wheels, it becomes this.
Okay.
So it's got a self-balancing unit built into it, as well as the go-kart, as well as the gaming simulator. So
you think you're making out
How much is that one?
Yeah, when you turn it off the back.
yeah. So basically, you've got some little like cable ties here, some Velcro.
It becomes a separate.
Yes, you pull that out, and then it comes with this handlebar in the box. So yeah, basically we go 2-wheel, 4-wheel, so it's 2 products in one. It retails for $36.99. It's again a lot of interest. I think you need a big piece of property to drive the thing. We do sell quite a few to businesses who use them for Friday afternoon drinks, to be honest. In their warehouse, we're selling quite a lot to people who buy a couple of them, and they get their staff on them on Friday afternoons, and they have little races and stuff like that. A couple with go-kart tracks, and then others were sold to people with a lot of land, I suppose, people in the country who've got long driveways or. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't take this out on the street and use it as a normal car, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a really cool product, especially because it's got the 3 different uses within it. So,
Like virtual gears or real gears?
it is. Yeah, you can switch it manually. Like you
No. So are the actual gears in there, or is it just a virtual thing?
That's a bigger one. Yeah, I mean, it's electric mode, so it's 1 gear basically. It does actually come also with a Bluetooth speaker, which has 8 different engine sounds. So you can, if you wanted, you turn the Bluetooth speaker on, you select the engine sound, and as you're driving, you can have it set up as a V8, a motorbike, all different. Yeah, it's got all different types of engine sounds as well. So that's all built into it. But once we're finished here, by all means, come and have a go. It'd be good if you had the go-kart track to actually capitalise out on, because that's where the real fun begins. You can drift on it. It's got a handbrake here for doing lifting around corners, etc. The tyres actually built for lifting, and we actually encourage people to use it to actually drift. The tyres are interchangeable. You can do them in the HUD. So yeah, it's a really nice product. It's got a 2-year warranty as well. So yeah, it's that one. Then we move to the self-balancing products. These are, well, we'd have to say they haven't really taken off in Australia. They're very niche. I prefer this one over this one personally. This one you with your hands. This one you actually fill with your knees. But essentially they're both the same product. One's just a handlebar driven way, the one's a knee driven way. They retail for, I think this one's $900 and that one's $1,100 or something like that. But top 3 are 18 kilometres. They've got a 28 kilometre range on them, so you can certainly dash up the shop a few times and buy some coffees on it. But again, yeah, very niche and unique product.
Are they still hard complete?
Sorry? Yeah, they're a grey area, so it's I've got one at home, and yeah, I've never been pissed off with it. Like anything that we've got here, wear a helmet, and generally people are quite happy for you. As long as you wear a helmet, you're not being silly, getting in people's way. Again, it's a state by state legality with scooters. It's not a
There's a scooter.
no, it's just counted as it's counted as a hoverboard, which is actually there's nothing legal or illegal about hoverboard. So yeah, by all means, I could take that out there. The police wouldn't police wouldn't actually know what to fine you for because there's nothing actually stated. Whereas these, it's fairly simple in New South Wales. Unfortunately, they're illegal to ride on public photo only. You know, all the other states it's open to. Queensland have just recently, about 3 weeks ago, given out a $200 grant to, if you're a Queenslander, to go and buy an electric scooter. They've so far given away about $2 million in grants. Our sales in Queensland, needless to say, the last 3 weeks have gone, very well. Everyone in Queensland, the government up there is getting behind sustainable short movement mobility, I suppose. People, instead of catching a bus 2 suburbs away, the Queensland government are saying, buy yourself a scooter, we don't want you on a bus. And again, they've set up all the infrastructure to do that. They've got bike paths and everything up in Queensland. So,
wow, that's pretty cool. By the way, are all your products connected with the app too?
they all are. Yeah, the only one that isn't is the little children's product there, the $399 one. The rest all have to be connected by the app.
And what happens if the phone runs out of battery? How can you still work the product?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you could leave your phone at home and still work it. The product will still work. The app's there for a reason. It's there, I suppose, so you can personally tell how many miles you've gone. It's got maps on it. The main thing is the security. You can actually lock the scooter on your phone, so you can physically carry it off, but the wheels will lock on most of these when you lock it. And also, if you've got an iPhone, it's got the Apple Find My. So at least once a month, I hear of people who found their scooter after it's been stolen using that app, because you literally can track where your scooter's gone.
Is it Android as well?
They are coming with Android this year, apparently. But Segway has said that the Android guys aren't as willing to work as the Apple guys, very much.
That's like silly beautiful.
I don't know. It's normally the other way around. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, but look, again, even if you have a laptop, you can create an Apple account and do your Apple Find My through your laptop. So you don't necessarily need a phone as such. As long as you can set yourself up with an Apple account, then you can do it through a PC if you need to. This was our previous, I suppose, flagship. This is our road model. This is a Max Gen 2. Currently on special in the market for about $1,100. 2-year warranty, 25 kilometre max speed. The reason this is a good scooter is it's a commuter scooter. It's got a 70 kilometre range on it. So you could get, I don't know how far 70 kilometres is, but it's probably from here to the city and back, if you're really, not that you take it on the freeway, but you could get into the city back on that in theory. It's got the suspension on the back and the single suspension on the front. Again, it's got all the same features, the Find My, the lock. All of the adult scooters, most of them come with indicators. This one's probably our charge. Yep. So yeah, they've all got indicators. Different ones have different horns. So it's electric board. So the main thing, I suppose, when you're riding a scooter is making sure you've got your horn or your bell set up and a helmet, because just make sure when you are riding that let people know around you that you're coming, so you don't, possibly people sometimes walk sideways and you don't want to knock them over. Again, that's our best seller. Something that you want to take from point to point, I would suggest if you were buying this to carry it on and off a train, for example. It's quite heavy, it's about 25 kilos. But if you're not getting it on and off a train, you just go to work and back every day, that's perfect for it. And we sell a lot of those to workers, basically. Like, I've done surveys, the majority of people buying them to get to work and that. Just grab.
So road riding is like legal to ride on the road.
Yeah, not in New South Wales, but every other state it is. Victoria's in fact just banned share scooters about 4 weeks ago, because the thing is with share scooters, people hire them and then they just dump them on the footpaths, and they were actually getting in people's way. However, they legalised private ones because the government said people who own a scooter aren't going to leave it to dump it. They're going to look after it.
Yeah.
I think the ACT government are going that way as well. I think they've pulled the contract from Lime, so I don't think you can get a share scooter in the ACT anymore. But again, you can ride a private scooter. So we're very happy about the share programs because without them, it wouldn't open up the legalisation of privatisation. But in some ways, I'm glad that the government's got rid of them because then people need to come and buy a scooter. Which makes sense from a salesperson point of view.
I just felt I like the stories.
Yeah, they're getting rid of them. So probably before you go down there, it should be all cleaned up. A lot of the scooter companies, once they're banned, they don't even bother collecting them. They leave them. They just do a run of almost. They go, okay, and just go off. They don't bother collecting them. But they end up being, collecting as trash and whatever.
All your products come with the complimentary helmet, or you have to buy that?
No, you just have to buy a helmet. Look, the helmet's range, that one's $99, but any Australian standard helmet's fine. You can get one, from a bike shop, probably a bit more, or a Kmart. As long as it's got the Australian standard on it, then it'll be fine. But by all means, you should wear a helmet. No matter how confident you are on a scooter, it's just better for your safety because even I've come off a few times, unfortunately. Right, may as well just go through these. That's the Max Step 2. You've seen that one. That's a clearance also. This is the VE2 Pro. This is probably our biggest focus for Christmas from a salesperson's point of view because of the price. It's $8.99 retail. It's got a 28 kilometre range. It's got top speed of 25. It's got all the features of the other one. It's got the Find My, the blinkers. So it's really well spec'd up. For Christmas, from Black Friday onwards, November the 29th, this will be $5.99. So it'll be save $300. So this is the one that this is a really good entry level for an adult. If you want, don't want to spend $1,000 like on something that big, this is what I get for $600. It's a really, really nice scooter. And it's quite long compared to most of the scooters. So if you've got size 12s like I do, it's actually good to stand on. This one is actually carryable as well. This is about 17 kilos, so it's a lot. That's 25, and it doesn't sound a lot, the 8 kilos, but when you're lifting it, it's actually quite a lot. It's also got RGB lights you can't turn on at the moment, which are the disco lights basically. And again, you can set them on the app. You might want just green, or you might want red ones, whatever. You can set them up on the app to have the colours that you want. Again, it's not. We'll go to the kids products while we're here. So this is our kids / tween product, I suppose you would say. So it's probably for an 8 to 13, 14-year-old. Top speed, both of these is 16 kilometres an hour, so they're not as fast as the other ones. They don't have the blinkers or anything like that. But this one here, the reason this is a good one is it's actually adjustable depending on the child's height. So you might buy it for your 8-year-old to start with, and they might start to grow, so you can pull it up as they go. So that's a really cool feature of that. This one is $4.99 for Christmas, and this is always would sell over Christmas. This is our brand new children's product. It was going to be $2.99 for Christmas. It's a very basic. This is basically aimed at probably a 6 to 11-year-old, and it's a good little kick scooter. Again, it's got the RGB disco lights plus kids love lights. I think it is sign. Just and it's only 9 kilos this, so it's actually it's light enough for a kid to pick up. And the other feature about this is if your child isn't confident with an electric scooter, actually it's the first electric scooter. You can actually do it like a link here. With any other scooters, if you run out of battery, it's got battery down in home. With this little comes out battery it just works like a normal scooter. Correct. So a lot of people I know, parents have bought it, said, we're going to start our kid on it as push, and once he gets confident, they're going to turn the power on for it. That'll be a big Christmas song, yeah. We expect, hopefully a lot of parents want to buy that for their kids for Christmas song.
Yeah, who's your competitor? Do you know making?
The main competitor is a company called NIU.
Oh, have you been in the market longer?
We've been in the market longer. They're, I suppose we're about 70 to 80% of the scooter market in Australia. So although they're a competitor, they're probably less than 10%. And they're only stocked in like Harvey Norman. So we're exclusive to 99 Bikes. So they only stock Segway, JB, where it's exclusive except for one product. So they have 7 products at JB with like 6 of them. Harvey Norman, to be honest, stock whatever they would stock. But yeah, with all that, I suppose the retailers have slowly got rid of other brands because we have probably the best service in Australia. It was like 12 service centres around Australia. Reliability, our products are much more reliable, we're hearing, than the others. They break down a lot more. And people ask for them by name. It's like when you go in and ask for a fitness tracker, people go and actually ask for a Fitbit. They don't ask for a fitness tracker.
Yeah.
People who come into stores actually have a Segway. They don't actually ask for like a scooter. So we've been able to build the brand up to a point where it's known as the product almost.
But look, and that's what a scooter was.
It was a Segway.
Yeah.
Correct. And that's all. That's great. That's what we want here. So that's our competitor NIU. But as I said, they're pretty small market share. The products over here are, I suppose, what I like to call our commuter products. So these are the ones that you take on and off the train. They vary from the E2, which is on sale for Christmas. That's a $500 retail. That's the entry-level adult scooter. That's $500 retail. It's only a 20-kilometre-hour scooter, but it's perfect to get back and forth to the station. It's only 14 kilos, so you can lift it up and down quite easily. The range on it is, I think it's 24 kilometres, so you've got a 24 kilometre range versus 70 kilometre over there. But if you're only going to the station 2 Ks one way, 10 Ks back, that'll still get you there for 5 days a week, and then you just charge it up on the regular. So you had a lot of people, when the store opened, come in and buy these who were walking to the train station every morning, but they've bought these now to go to the train. They said they can get an extra 12 minutes sleep or whatever in the morning. So it's commuter scooter. That's exactly the same. The only difference is this is a 25 kilometre version. This is the Plus, and it's got the RGB lighting on it. Most people, to be honest, just go for this. They don't worry about the lights and stuff. So this model is actually going to be ELL, and it's replaced by that. It'll be just that.
It's blue.
And then last but not least, we've got the F series, which again is a commuter product, just more range. So 25 kilometres an hour. These have got about a 40 kilometre range on them. This is the one my son takes to work because it's a bit heavier, but light enough to carry up and down on the train. Again, it's got all of the same features: the Find Me, the indicators, the locking mechanisms. But yeah, pretty much each time you go up $100 in price point, you get a bigger motor or a better spec. So we're starting at $299 all the way through to $1199, and we've got price points each in between. And each time you go up, the battery lasts longer, or it's got a better motor in it, a more powerful motor. So that's how it works. And then generally, if someone comes into the store, I'll just say, what do you use it for? That's the first question. And I say, I use it to get to work. Okay, do you catch a train? No, I don't catch a train. How far do you got to go to work? Oh, this far. How much do you want to spend? And then from those questions, I can generally go, this is what's going to suit you the best. We probably don't need to have this many models, and we may look at that next year, but at the moment, that's our lineup. That's it.